have to put on a bit of a happier song than that, don't we? For today's video. Hang on a minute, why is this seat so far forward?
Whoa.
That's a bit more like it, isn't it?
Is that for your long legs? That extra leg?
Yeah.
It's like a way.
Are you ready for today's video,
I'm hardly in the pic, man.
Oh, angels. Do we not listen to that every single time there's a new video with Connor Swift in it? Owls is cutting my hair off. Owls, you can't see me. Owls, darling, I'm sorry. Sometimes I forget that the whole world revolves around you. Are you ready to start today's video?
I reckon I am just about.
Can I just say,
we've been waiting for this moment our whole lives, haven't we?
I did get a bit emotional leaving the house today, Con, because I thought this video that we're about to film, imagine if Ellie and Connor 2 years ago could have seen today's video.
Imagine Ellie and Connor living in my parents' house.
I know.
When we first moved in there. I reckon they'll be happy. They'll be proud.
I think they'll be pretty proud. Angels, hello, welcome. Oh no, wait, sorry. That doesn't sound right, does it? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hey angels! Welcome back to our channel, everybody. We missed you guys so much. Today marks the first video of a very big shift in our lives.
Oh, Elle's is getting deep.
It's true, boo. It's not only that we're Today marks the first video not only of us moving house, but also buying our first ever house. If you guys have been watching the channel ever since we started, you would know that we have been through a variety of living places.
We've done our rounds, haven't we?
The day isn't finally here because it's next week, but today is the day that we're having like our final inspection of our new house that we're buying, and we thought that it would make a pretty good empty house tour vid.
Yeah, exactly.
Hope you guys are excited to see our new house. We have been unbelievably excited to share it with you. We have lots and lots of plans for it. Stay tuned for the moving vlogs because they're coming in the next couple of days.
You wait until you see what we're doing to the house.
Yeah.
It's brand new build, and we're pretty much knocking it down.
No, Connor, no we're not. Why did you be so dramatic
we got some
like that, Con?
Build up.
One more thing to say, what was it?
Hey, yeah. We're buying a house. I think you forgot to mention that one.
Oh, also, okay, we thought at the end of today's video, if you guys are interested, I have been having loads of questions on the whole house buying process. So we thought we could insert just a chat of ours going over a few of the questions.
Because before we actually started to get the cogs turning in the summer,
we had no idea how to do it.
I didn't know how to buy a house.
We called someone up and we were like, babe, I want to buy a house.
And now we're pretty much professionals.
Can you make it happen? Yeah, we know what's going on.
We know our stuff, didn't we? I was like, my parents didn't ever tell me anything about buying houses.
Neither did my parents. My dad was like, Ellie, put your money in this. And then that's it. The poor woman at David Wilson is waiting for us with our site manager of the house. So we're going to drive around there. We can show you our little estate.
Are we going to show him? Oh, should we not wait for the final actual move-in day? We show all of it. We don't want to give too much.
No, today's the first video. We've kept them waiting for too long. So it's still very much a building site at the moment. We're really lucky. We are one of the first houses, I would say. I
think technically we are at the end of the first phase. If anyone knows what that means, you know.
This is house buying talk.
Yeah.
So like that's house buying language.
When new houses are built, it's normally done like 3 phases.
Yeah.
The first phase, the second phase, and the third phase. And we're towards the end of the first phase.
Oh my god, they've taken the fence down, Con. Okay, park up somewhere around here because she said there might be a few nails or dangerous things in the road.
Oh, brilliant. That's exactly what I love to hear.
Yeah, so we have a few neighbours already. They've already moved in. Yeah, I think that's okay.
You reckon?
But we will be one of the first few people on the estate.
Was that it?
Connor.
Why?
Are you talking?
I'm talking to him, but he can't hear me, obviously. Yeah. Come on, now, let's get out.
Connor.
Go on. So Ellie's in the house now, it's right there. So I thought I'd quickly show the outside. Ellie's not allowed outside because you're supposed to be wearing a hard hat, like this boy in the background. Still a building site, but we're getting there. So, garage first. That's the garage. Not quite 100% complete, but we move in a week, so they got a week to sort it out. And this is the boy. And there's Ellie.
Angels, welcome to my new house! We're so excited to have you here. Come on in for our Christmas party.
Oh.
Shoes off, everybody. So, let me show the front door for a moment, Con. Okay, I don't know what to say, Con. How do we start?
So this is the front door. You've just walked in.
And then let's show them what they first see.
We'll spin it around.
So this is what you see. Obviously we have this gorgeous rug going through the house at the moment, just for the workers' muddy boots. This is it. This is our front hall. We are pretty obsessed. I must say, when we first started to look at all of the different show homes and houses available, because there were lots of different builds that you could choose, this hallway to me was my absolute favourite. We went into this like type of house first for the showroom, and then we went into a different one, and I just love the feel of like coming into this nice big hallway.
It's like big and spacious.
Yeah.
It's ideal for us, to be honest.
So
Herbie could be scattering around over here.
Herbie can run around. So we've gone for this nice white tiling floor, which is gorgeous.
Yeah, don't forget to tell the Angels that we get to pick the floor in the kitchen.
Oh yeah, yeah. We have literally chosen everything you could possibly choose to customise about this house, Angels. So
this is a true.
Which is a big deal for us, isn't it?
We're like Sims at the moment.
Yeah.
We've just created this.
It's a big deal being able to choose our own floors and stuff, because we haven't been able to in rented accommodation, so now we're buying our own. But it's like, oh my god, what colour carpet? Actually, can I just tell you, we had full-on arguments about the carpet, so.
Guess who got their way?
Con, you love it, come on.
I like it, Els, but it's not the one that I would.
Con. Okay, so yeah, you walk through the hall. The first room here you have is the study. So this is going to be our office. Obviously we have our warehouse and office space already. No, it's not a games room. It's going to be a lovely little home office. I really want to get like custom made desks for this room, so that it can be a really, really lovely
I want it to be
place.
Like a wood.
Yeah, me too.
Not just like a white gloss that we got at the office.
Yeah, I agree. We chose this floor as well, by the way, just so you all know. Pretty cool. And then
we're gonna go right.
I don't know which way to take them, Con. Let's take them this way.
Let's go full circle.
Yeah. Okay.
So next you'll come across the downstairs loo or toilet.
Here we go. And then underneath here, this is just a little cloakroom cupboard. So yeah, that's where Connor's going to be living. And then are you ready?
You do this one.
Okay. Are you guys seriously ready for our favourite feature? This is my favourite feature about the house, Con. What about you?
It's my favourite room. Dudum.
Imagine this is shut.
Oh, I see we've got glass in the door, I think you know that.
So, guys, careful because Herbie's a bit muddy at the moment. He's just been out for a walk. We're pretending, okay? We're role playing.
Just come back to ours, we're just gonna have a few drinks and a little family gathering.
Ta-da!
Da-da!
Best thing about it, we got a utility room.
Let's see it. Oh, hello. That's your little area, is it?
Just me and Herb, yeah, we're just chilling in the utility room, babes. So,
show around the kitchen. So,
okay, oven.
I'm actually pretty excited about the oven and hob. This oven, see Swifty does no longer need to bend on down.
Neither does Darbs 9.5.
Do my back in. How big this drawer is?
Yeah, that is pretty big, to be fair.
Cutlery?
Yeah, or cooking utensils or something, cutlery. I think, on.
Cooking utensils.
Yeah, we'll get trays. Honestly obsessed with these worktops, you guys have no idea. Fun fact, actually, when we bought the house, before we were thinking about buying the house.
The first time we went to come and see this, we'll tell you how we bought the house in the sit down section.
When we first came to see it, this kitchen was completely different. Another couple was interested in buying this house and they had it like customised to their liking, which was not the Elle Darby and Connor Swift liking. It was like all like really dark brown tones. It wasn't really our vibe.
No.
So we have had it changed to this really gorgeous worktop and doors and flooring, and I'm just really obsessed with it. I just love it so much. Okay, what we're going to be doing to this kitchen is we're going to be adding in a big island to go from around here to the start of the utility room. So it's going to be lovely and big. We're going to have some bar stools. We're going to have TV above that cute little unit right there. So just imagine, okay, let's set the vibe.
I'm coming down in the morning.
Yeah.
I've just put my slippers
Let's do
on.
Christmas morning, Con.
I've just put my slippers on, which are here.
Yeah.
Elle, do you want to come tea?
Oh, yes, please, Con.
I'll sort you out.
Boil the kettle.
Do you want some cereal?
No. And out the bar stool. Sitting there, turning on the TV. Yeah.
Oh, I fancy watching YouTube.
Okay. Going on there.
Lovely, lovely.
Herbie comes scuttling in. He's like, Dad. No, he's saying, Dad, can I go out? So this takes us on to the next part, which is the garden. So we have these lovely French doors going out. The turf has literally just been laid apparently, so we can't
Herbie's
walk
not
about.
on there for 4 weeks.
Yeah, so good luck. We said to the site manager, tell that to Herbie. There's our garage there, by the way. Did you show them the garage or not?
It's not actually done.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, keep updated for that, Angels. Then, coming over to this room, we have the dining room with another gorgeous set of French doors. Our garden's actually a really, really nice size. It's been really difficult to try and gauge how big the garden was gonna be because this is the first time we're seeing it with all the grass laid and the fence up.
Because on the other side of the fencing, wildlife.
It's woodlands.
It's a woodland area.
So, yeah, I love it. But this is going to be the dining room. I have already ordered lots of furniture for basically the entire house. So this room should be pretty done when we move in, basically.
I don't think this has to be done until a year after we move in.
No, there's still a lot more that we want to do. We do want to do some new bits to the garden.
Living room.
Yeah.
Which we are in right now.
Here's the living room. Wow.
This would be a great hiding place.
Yeah, great hiding place.
But Herbie's not going to be able to find me here, is he?
Then we come back to the hallway. But yeah, that's the lovely living room. Plans for the living room are, we are going to be having a protruding wall, and this is being done pretty much, this and the island are being done pretty much as soon as we move in. We're going to be having a protruding wall with the TV on it, and then also
Potentially.
something that isn't only going to warm my heart, Angels, but my soul. We're going to be having a fireplace. And I'm really, really excited about it. That's the downstairs, right?
Yeah, babe.
So let's go upstairs.
Let's see, don't show you that room.
Landing.
Oh, you can't see that room either. This is spare bedroom number.
This is the biggest spare bedroom.
Whoa. Be
Whoa,
quiet,
excuse
mate.
me. We've got some residents in this house.
Keep it down.
We're not entirely sure actually which one.
We don't know the whole setup yet, do we? Which is the exciting thing. We move in and then we decide. Because we didn't want to move in and be like, oh, this is going here, this is going there. We like to get in and then decide because that is what us millennials do.
We are thinking of making this room a cinema room, but then we're kind of in two minds because this is probably the room that will become the nursery.
Angels aren't ready for stuff like that. You can't just drop that bombshell.
Well, we're going to tell you soon enough, Angels. I'm not pregnant. No, I'm not pregnant. I'm not. Buying a house, you have to think of these things, and so we have...
Because we'll be here for a long time, so eventually there will be a nursery.
Coming into this room, this is the smallest guest bedroom, and we're thinking of making this into a walk-in wardrobe. We do have separate wardrobe spaces in our room, in the master bedroom, but because our jobs revolve around
Fashion and clothing and hauls, especially Primark.
Yeah.
We're thinking of getting some custom-made wardrobes in here to sort of make it look like a really trendy...
Just like a really cute studio.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so it's you could film in here as well.
Yeah.
It's not just...
Yeah, this is going to be where I film all of my hauls, and we have a nice wardrobe space. Bathroom in here. This is the guest bathroom.
Lovely bathroom. Yeah, love that.
Gorgeous bath, shower. We chose the tiles. No, we didn't. Did we choose these tiles?
No, we didn't.
No. This was one thing we did like from the people that were going to buy it before us. And then this is the other spare bedroom. In my head, this is the one I actually envisioned being the spare bedroom because I think it's a nice space. That's it, really.
Yeah, it's not too small where you can't get a double bed in here, but it's not too big where, because not many people will actually be staying here, it's not a wasted bedroom.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And then finally, for the big reveal, this is our bedroom, the master bedroom. So we have a wardrobe space already fitted in here. It goes along the whole wall, so it's nice and big. Ta-da. And then we've actually just been on the phone to a really cool bed company that I have some really cool plans with to create a very different style bed, and I'm really excited about it. So hopefully that should be coming within the next couple of weeks. And then our ensuite in here, so we have a nice shower, again lovely grey tiles, bath, sink and toilet, and there's the garden again, just in case you want to see it. And that's it, that's the tour.
This may potentially be one of the last times we're sat on this sofa, Ellie.
I know. No, Connor,
so
it's not.
You better enjoy this.
It's not the last time. We've got 4 more days left of sitting on the sofa, hun.
Yeah, but it's still one of the last. If you think about how many times you've sat on this sofa, we're coming to the end of this journey.
Emotional. Okay, so we are gonna
I've got my informative hat on.
Yeah, okay. Well, good, because
I am here to teach lessons.
Do you know what I was actually going to just say to the angels? It's a really good job, everybody, that we're sat with Connor, because I won't lie.
You don't really know what's going on, do you?
I don't know much of the answers to these questions, so I've just kind of signed here.
You know what she does, angels. Connor!
Right, lots of you guys have asked lots of really, really good questions that I feel like before we bought a house,
we would like to have known.
We would definitely have liked to have known. And if there was somebody that I watched on YouTube that was going through a process that I might be going through soon, these questions would have really helped. So first of all, what was the process like being self-employed, as I know it's quite different / harder? I wouldn't say that the process is different at all. It's not a different process. It's just that we first ever spoke to a mortgage advisor before we moved into this house. So we spoke to a mortgage advisor for the first time ever in the summer of 2018.
Summer of 69.
Back then, because we'd only had, was it 1 year's accounts at that point?
Yes, so let me take over, Bob.
Connor, I was doing well there.
You were doing well, but you were missing key points here and there.
I wasn't.
You normally need 2 to 3 years of accounts to be able to actually
get a good mortgage.
Yeah, which gives you good credit rate, able to get a mortgage. However, nowadays, a couple of banks which allow you to only have 1 year's accounts. But last year, that wasn't the case. So we needed 2 years. We only had a year. So then we had to obviously get this place.
Another year.
And then have 1 extra year of accounts, which brings us to now.
But the process isn't different at all.
The process is still the same. You look for a house, you find a house you want.
We're going to talk about all the process in a minute.
Sorry.
What is the process? It's obviously different if you are selling a house and you're in a chain, but because we're first time buyers, this is how the process went. We scoured Rightmove, basically, what I did, for maybe a good couple of months.
We often just looked anyway just to see what was
available and what sort of best around our area. After going to view a couple of houses, we realised that we really personally wanted a new build for varying reasons. We have had a couple of questions about why we preferred a new build. There was no major reason, we just literally prefer new build houses.
Yeah, I just like the new look, the new feel, you know.
Yeah.
This is our house. No one else has lived here. Main reason for me, there's no chance of ghosts being in there because no one's died because it's a brand new house. Main reason I wanted a new
I think another thing was as well, with the new build house, we had much more chance of like getting it perfect straight away. Yes. Whereas if we bought somebody else's house that is, let's say, 50 years old, there would 100,000%, even if it would be a lovely house, we would have to spend a lot of money to make it how we would want it to be. So yeah, it's just about finding the right house, go and visit a lot of different developments.
Yeah, and just make sure you explore all the options of different houses.
Yeah.
Go for a semi-detached, go for a detached. Yeah. It's a big deal and you're in this for 25 years plus. Yeah. So make sure you pick the right house. Don't just jump into a property because you feel you need to.
Yeah. After we found the house, there was lots of meetings with the house developers. So again, I'm not sure if this is the same way it goes if you're just like buying a house that's been around for a few years, but we, just for our own peace of mind almost, went to go and visit that same show house 3 or 4 different times before we even
reserved it.
Yeah. Yeah, so then it comes reserving it. Then you reserve the house, so you have to pay, we paid a £500 reservation fee. I think that's a pretty standard fee, isn't it? And that just basically takes the house off the market. So when people come to look at the new development, they'll be able to go and look at specific plots that are available and ones that have been reserved.
We knew we could afford it. Like, we didn't just reserve a house because we fancy it.
Yeah, I feel like at this point though, like if you're looking for a house, you've got your finances sorted.
Yeah,
like you should have your deposit. Because
you should know what is in your price range.
Even though it's a slow process, it comes around really, really quick, and all of a sudden you have to pay your deposit, and you're like, oh, all this money that has been in my bank account for like 4 years is coming out. I would definitely say have your deposit ready to go before you're even sort of looking around.
We reserved the house, and then at that point is when we spoke to mortgage advisors. We spoke to 2 different companies. We spoke to
London and Country,
and then I used to work for, and then we spoke to Dupree Mortgage Solutions.
Dupree are the ones that our new build developers recommended. They're the ones that they worked with a lot.
At first I was like,
yeah,
come on, I work for London and Country, I'm going there. But to be fair, we ended up going with Dupree, and they did an incredible job.
So even with getting a mortgage advisor, it's definitely worth looking around. You want really good customer service with
that is
the
main
advisor.
thing I would recommend, because with London Country it was all over the phone, and it was quite difficult to get hold of them. Yeah. But with Dupree,
you don't want that with a mortgage advisor. You want to be able to literally call them up or email them and have a response.
For Dupree, literally we spoke to them on a Wednesday, and the Friday someone actually came out
to our house
and literally sat us down and took us through the whole process.
Yeah, and really explained it as well. So yeah, that was really good. Then there begins the waiting, really. So you've got the plot, you've spoken to a mortgage advisor who is then finding you a mortgage offer. So he basically goes to all of the different banks, figures out your situation with them, and basically you find a lender. This can take up to a couple of weeks even, because even though they might say yes, we could potentially give you a mortgage, they then have to send out their own surveyors to the property,
checks and everything.
Yeah, just to basically make sure that the house
and us, because obviously you have to check your information. So
that can take a couple of weeks, and then you'll get a mortgage offer. So then when you've got a mortgage offer, that's when you start getting the solicitors involved, and then from there, at
that point the solicitors do the majority of the work, and you just sign a lot of documents.
It is so much easier than I think people make out. Like before we bought a house, I was like, I truly have no idea how the hell you buy a property.
I honestly think that we have been as out of it as you possibly can though. Literally just let our solicitors deal with it.
But then I think that's because we've got really good solicitors, we had a really good mortgage advisor. I feel like if you've got the good people, you don't need...
Exactly, you don't need to, but some people like to be in that, like to be in the mix.
But overall, it's definitely a much more straightforward process than I originally thought it was going to be. I would just say the biggest things that you need to make sure is that you've obviously got your finances in check.
Good mortgage advisor and solicitor, because that will save you a world of time.
That's it really with the process, isn't it? And then there's just lots more checks. Like when you get your mortgage offer and stuff, it's literally just waiting. With the new build especially, there have just been
I mean, there are a lot of more things in between those stages, but they're sort of like the 4 main stages you go through to get a house. Next question, please, darling.
Next question. Okay, so this is a fair question. Somebody just said, what's the time frame from when you went and looked at it to when you'll be moving in?
So, believe it or not, our little story was that we were not actually going to purchase a house until...
we haven't told them this.
Until next June, sort of like next summertime, because we were looking at this exact development. However, the house specifically we wanted was not going to be built until, it was literally like last plot available. It wasn't going to be built until next June 2020. Because
it's obviously a new build development, lots of different houses being built at different times. And we really wanted this specific one that was on a specific part of the road, and it was tucked away, and that's just what we wanted. But like Connor said, it wasn't going to be ready for literally until summer next year, and also it was one of the most popular plots on that development. There was like a waiting list of 40 people. And the difficulty was with that if we waited for that specific property, there's absolutely no guarantee that we would have got it.
They can't favour anyone. Essentially what happens is a property is available to reserve, like we mentioned earlier. They send out an email
to everybody on the waiting list.
A blanket one email to everyone saying the plot's now available, and then it's first come, first served.
And you have to go to the office and literally be there to pay the reservation fee, and it's just a lot of stress. And we just thought at that point,
that was our biggest worry. We didn't want to wait 9 months and then get to it, and then we lose out by being late by 1 minute, and then we literally have nowhere to live.
So then we decided on a separate plot instead, which was available much sooner than that one. So all of a sudden it was kind of like, okay, yeah, we're going to take our time, it's going to be a really nice slow process, we're not going to feel rushed, to, oh my god, we're moving in 2 months.
Basically the story with that was we got a phone call saying the house was sold, the one we've actually bought, and the buyer actually fell through. Yeah. So we were able to get in there,
the one who had
at a later stage. Yeah, we were able to get in. We were able to negotiate at a later stage. So they called us and said, we know you don't want to move until June, but there's one available sort of this year. Elle's heard that and it was game over. She was like, yeah,
you guys know how impulsive I am. I was like, oh my god, like, yes please, moving vlogs, yeah, right now. Yeah, we were both happy after that. We went to obviously go and look at the plot to make sure that we were happy with it. We were, and then we just thought, actually, do you know what, why were we waiting for all that time? Like, if there's one available now,
essentially the reason we were waiting, because the house is identical, it's the exact same house. It's just literally 5 yards down the road. Yeah. So for 5 yards, what's the point waiting 9 months of our life? We might as well just get involved now.
Yeah, but I would say, so with this property that we are actually buying, time difference between when we first went to go and ever go into that development, it hasn't been long at all. I would say it's mid-November.
It was towards end of summer, I would say.
Yeah, I would say like start of August, so maybe 4 months. Because
they're having barbecues and that, weren't they?
Yeah.
If you remember.
Yeah. Yeah, like the open days for the developments, they were having barbecues and stuff.
Yeah, and with us getting the house later, because a buyer actually fell through, the original buyer, we were able to get a good deal. We were able to negotiate a lot better, which is a benefit. Yeah. Obviously you shouldn't sort of wait for someone to not buy the house to get a good deal.
But we just got really lucky there.
But when the opportunity comes, we saved a lot of money. We got a free upgrade on our kitchen. Yeah. So that is a benefit of going new builds. Yeah. A lot of the time they will throw in extras like that.
Someone said, how much were the fees, etc. involved in the buying process?
So the fees all in works out to around, well, it depends on the value of your property. There's a lot of different things involved, but expect a good decent amount of thousands of pounds you're paying on top of.
How much would you say roughly for like solicitors and stuff?
I mean, should we say our price? How much we've paid?
Yeah.
I mean, with ourselves, we've paid, it's around 8 grand. Think of your mortgage, think of your deposit, and then think of extra money you need to put in.
Yeah. I would say have a blanket, have a safe blanket of an extra £10,000 on top of your deposit in order to cover stamp duty, legal fees, and extra stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it is a cost that, like, it adds up on you. And if you're not warned about it, you're like, oh my god. But yeah, that is something you need to be aware of.
If you are first time buyers as well, stamp duty is slightly reduced. So just make sure you know what you're paying on stamp duty, because it can catch you out big time. Look at us, Els. We are informative. We know what we're on about.
Lots of people sort of asking us about how much deposit we put down and how long it took to save up for the deposit. So obviously I don't feel comfortable displaying.
Go on, Els, tell them.
How much?
Tell them, Els. Go on.
Or how much the house is worth. But we paid a large deposit. To be honest, that was almost like our life savings.
We've been saving since we've moved
first got together.
Yeah, since we moved in with my parents, I would say is when we've actually been actively thinking we're gonna buy a house in a couple of years. We need to start saving.
Or not even that. Like for me, I've never just sat there and thought this money will one day be a deposit for a house. Like I've just saved over the years. I've just put money back. I've just not spent. We've
never spent as much as we earn. Like, we always are.
We always put some back. It's just, you know, it's just being conscious and knowing that one day there will be something. That's just common sense, you know. It's always sensible to have money in the bank.
So it's taken us a good couple of years to save up.
Yeah. In terms of saving tips, I would say it's difficult for us to really give advice because, like I said, we weren't really like actively saving for a house. It's just money that has accumulated in our bank accounts over the last few years and we were just in a lucky enough position.
I would say
it happened to be the deposit for the house.
I would say saving tips, if you could think of 3 good reasons why you want what you want to buy and it will bring you something good, then buy it. Don't go a week without thinking about it, then buy it. But just don't buy stuff you don't need. That is what gets you.
It's just like, just be clever with your about finances.
You know how much you could afford and how much you could save.
Yeah.
Try to save a certain amount each month.
Yeah.
And then give it a year and you've saved up a good amount.
And I would say as well, if you are finding it difficult to save, it would be a really good idea to open up a Help to Buy ISA, because I'm sure that's something that is really motivating.
100%.
Because what does the government give you?
After 3 years, I think it's 3 years, or might be slightly further, slightly more, get an extra like £3 free. Yeah.
So it is worth doing. I promise it's worth saving, especially if it means that you're going to have a lovely house at the end of all of those months of saving.
That £3 could be a difference between getting island or no island.
Yeah.
And we all know
we want the island.
We want the island.
I just want to add in there as well, I do understand that there is a lot of pressure on young people nowadays to just feel like they're succeeding and doing well, and they see people on Instagram and YouTube and maybe their friends or whoever doing all of these amazing things. Please don't feel pressured and as though you're not doing well enough, because if you're trying your best and if you're being sensible, one day you will achieve your goal financially, or if that's you want to buy a house. Like, just keep going at your own pace. Please don't feel like you're not doing as good as you should be, because you are. Everybody goes at their own paces.
Too true, honey. Just as long as you're happy, you don't need to purchase a house to make you happy.
Do you know, lots and lots and lots of people, like I would say almost 99% of this earth, think renting is a waste of money. It is absolutely not, in my opinion. I think if you're a young person or a young couple or whoever and you need your own space, please just don't disregard renting, because it is your own house, you know. Because
I was one of those people before I met you. I was like, what's the point in renting if you could just buy a house? But it's not as black and white as that. Yeah. Me and Ellie moving out was the best thing we could have done for our relationship, because it allowed us to grow more. Yeah. Yeah, you may be not even throwing the money away. You may be paying rent instead of actually paying money towards your own mortgage. Yeah. But paying that £500 a month rent, that £500 allows you to live a better life and a happier life. I think in this sort of situation you've got to think about the bigger picture. So for us, like if we hadn't have rented when we did, it's very, very likely that we wouldn't be buying our own house right now. Like, we would probably be waiting for a further 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4 or 5 years before we can purchase a house, because renting, it just gives you your own space. It's just your own house. It allows you to focus more on work. And just, you know. Do whatever you want. If renting works for you, I just feel like, I just hate the stigma around renting and young people, because yes, although everybody's goal is to get on the property ladder at some point in their life, it doesn't need to be when you're 21 years old. Do you know what I mean? I'm 26, Angels. Yeah. Well, I'm only just buying my first house, and I'm 26, and that's... You do you, boo. That's still young, do you know what I mean? Do whatever is best for you. Please don't be scared by the whole renting's waste of money, because it's really not. You've got to think about the bigger picture, and if renting your own place is going to give you more happiness, then do it 100%. You can buy a house whenever. Do you know what I mean? There's going to be new houses every single day. People owning property doesn't make them better than somebody who doesn't own property. It's just that's just society telling you what you should aim for, and if that's not your goal right now, don't feel as though you have to do it. I feel like this video might be actually really long for what it was going to be. That was a long old clip, that boy. But really hope you guys enjoyed it. Let us know. Yeah, I hope you actually understood what we were on about. Yeah, this is a very different type of section of a video for my channel, but we actually had to think about it quite a lot. Yeah. I hope you're excited. Less than a week. Less than a week. When this video goes up, it'll be 3 full days. I know. Isn't that crazy? When's it going up? I'm going to put it up on Sunday. How wild is that? The next video after that, Angels, guess what it's going to be? Move-in vlog. Empty house tour. Wait, what are you on about? That empty house tour's been in this video. What are you on about? Wait, what did you get a separate video? Connor! Please just remember though, we are just first time buyers. We're not mortgage advisors. Yeah, we probably got a lot wrong, if I'm honest. But yeah, but you do you, boo. We're living our best life. Live and learn. Yeah. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So, life
is a lesson. I'm just learning along the way.
Oh, where'd you get that from then?
Yeah,
That did not come
no,
from your head,
honestly,
Ellie.
I was thinking as I was saying it, is this going to make sense? And it did.
Lucky you.
So you're welcome. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching today's video, angels, and we will see you in the next one, which I'm very excited about because, like Con said, I'm pretty sure it's going to be the fast moving VLOG.
Yes.
Love you guys.
Love you.